Hello there. Feeling kind of weak today. The little baby seems appropriate. And I found a journal that works. It's called Lessons in Weakness. Everything blesses. It's back from July 20th of 2010, the fourth one of that day. And the Mayan day was 3 eagles, so that's good for flow and it's good for vision. Let's see what it brings. Sometimes the lessons are of weakness and how to flow with that. Did you know that? Have you ever experienced these? They are somewhat new for me too, so I am just newly learning them. This body of mine, with its ups and its downs, doesn't let my strong spirit just lead. No, no, that is more of the mind anyway. Heart always knows just what is right, what is appropriate for this now. So, all is well, and for all of us too, if we just follow heart. Just stay there and abide. All is and will always be well that way. It is our portal, our gateway to a new sort of paradise. It is nothing any of us expected, though, or even could have envisioned or expected. Yet, new kingdom it is. It leaves nothing untouched. Yes, for the mind, this is mixed up entirely. It leaves mind with nothing to anchor to, nothing that is stable or familiar. Oh, well, mind, just adapt and get used to it. Change is the new order of the day. It's not even a new order, of course. We've always known that change was the only constant. We just refused to flow with it, gracefully, though. We lost our close contact and connection with Mother Earth, and in losing that, we lost all eventually. It was gradual, some of it, but that is what happened and why. It matters not who the villains are. It is quite unimportant. These ones only play a role, just like us, for a time. It is all meant to bring us to the height of the best that already is for us. Only our eyes cannot yet see, cannot yet appreciate the vista, the new view that is opening before them. We expected to see a new earth, everything new. We are somewhat disappointed, some of us, to have things on the surface look so much the same. Well, what did you expect? Martians to land and just fix everything up? Venusians, maybe. And what would they look like? And how would you like your new masters? For masters they would be if they came in and rescued you. Is that what you want? Get out of mind, my friends. I don't even care if you grow tired of hearing me play that same note. It's only mind that is resisting it. That's who is growing tired of it, I assure you. That's not you. You got behind a bit on your self-redefining. I think that's supposed to be redefining. Sorry. On your asking yourself endlessly, who am I? What am I? This is important, my friends. This step cannot be missed that I know of. It's a supremely important one. It is by avoiding this step that we manage to stay trapped in the mind. identified there as if that were the whole of who we are. What a shame, and what utter nonsense. You are gods, my friends, much more than you are some mind. You cannot be trapped or contained in such a thing. You are believing in nonsense, but you are such powerful creators that you've convinced yourself that this is so. It is patently ridiculous. You will soon see this is so. You will laugh quite a lot that you ever could have convinced yourselves that you were something so tiny, so minuscule, compared to the real I am identity. Yes, we are all one, of course, but we are also enjoying our separate identities, and we are meant to. This is a part of the joy of the show. Or it's meant to be. Anything at all in your life that doesn't absolutely reek of joy, my dears, is probably not real at all. Joy is your birthright. Don't you know? We all forgot to have fun. That nose to the grindstone thing is a drag, so throw it out. No need to pay heed or pay homage to such garbage ever again, you know. It's a choice. Make it and move on. We must learn that we are much more mobile than we've been led to believe we are. We get ourselves stuck midst our troubles, possessions, relationships, and things. Then we think we must stay planted there. Well, time to look into heart, reevaluate that. Major changes are ahead, just a short way down the road. Why not be better prepared for them? How about throwing off all the old things that don't resonate with heart? Now, I don't mean walking out on your life, my dears. Don't use me or my words as an excuse for that cop-out. You are divinity walking. Hear me. Shut that mind down long enough to get the sense of the light being you are. Light beings do always what is best for things. We follow our hearts, which don't cop out on life. Sitting with and facing your garbage, the crap you've accumulated in life, doesn't mean just turning your back on it and hitting the road. Let me tell you what comes when you do that. You wind up recreating exactly the same thing. Different characters in the play and knickknacks on the shelves, but the same thing entirely, energetically. Come on, you've seen this in action before. Be in heart, I say. Heart won't guide you that way. So, I'm not saying anything in particular about your life except this. Make friends with the heart and the heart of it. Everything in it is perfect, my dears. Each sacred problem you have is custom designed with your best good in mind. Do respect that. Open those baby blues of yours and see the diamonds, the jewels, and treasures spread out right there before you. They are there, I say. What choices are you making? Look to yourself to find out what's led you to where you are now. Stop pointing any fingers of blame anywhere. And listen, that includes at yourself. Give up blame entirely. You can do it. Just make a choice. It has no more place in your life. You are a sovereign ruler, you know. Start wearing your crown. Look around at your life from your focus in heart, and you'll know how to reign. It will just come to you clearly. These are not decisions mind makes. Do a lot more observing and walking in nature. Give yourself many more breaks from the servitude of your life. You deserve it. Now, how about just loving you? Thank you. I even put an amen at the end. Pretty interesting, that. Let me add a little bit here. I started out by saying I was feeling weak and all that, and I don't have a body that does what I want, that's very strong and all that. Most of you know that. But I want you to know you can still rule, you can still reign, and you can still be a sovereign being, no matter what your outside circumstances look like. And if you'll just learn to go with the flow of them, and that's going to look different for everybody. Maybe you're supposed to fight against it, maybe you're not. You know, it's different. There are no pat answers to anything. It's very individual. But just know, no matter what your circumstances are, even what looks like horrible ones that I live with, this is the most blissed out I have ever been. Make friends with your circumstances. They are not your enemies. Thank you.